Dream responds to claims. Dream has recently responded to claims that he's not only a racist, but supports Donald Trump. And well, we're going to take a look. If you do enjoy it, don't forget to hit subscribe and ding that notification bell so you never miss an upload. So Dream has been under fire recently. Shock, horror, I know, about him supporting Donald Trump. Now, I made a video about this a few days ago, possibly even a week ago now. And well, one of my amazing subscribers actually DM'd me some screenshots from Dream Hangout, which has recently been made private, so I can no longer see what he's tweeting, because silly me accidentally unfollowed him as it was private. I know, I was following it. Anyway, he posted a bunch of little note memos basically saying what his opinion is, what he's currently going through. It is actually extremely sad. Dream is currently struggling with anxiety and a little bit of depression, and well, we're going to take a look at what he had to say. Firstly, he put this on Twitter. Not that my political opinion is important to my content, but I just thought I'd clear something up. I think Trump is an idiot, and I've thought that for a long time. I've never voted for Trump. I'm not a Republican, and anything you see saying that is just false. I've made that pretty clear and joked about it plenty of times on streams and stuff. I even used to bet on how dumb Trump's next tweet would be in the past. As a white guy growing up in a red area, I had a lot more conservative views when I was younger, and I've openly talked about that. But being exposed to people outside of my friendship group has helped me shape my views of today. And again, it's just not true. Little more information, Twitter character limit is kind of annoying. And then he links a pastebin.com note, which is really nice that he's even gone out of his way to have to explain this. Firstly, guys, before we go into what he said, I just want to say his political stance or his political opinion should not matter. Who Dream supports is none of our business. Who you support is no one else's business. However, promoting hate 100% should not be allowed. But Dream hasn't been doing that. It's just because of his status of how much of a big creator he is that he's under fire for this. So please, if anyone supports someone who you personally don't agree with, let them have their own opinion. Plenty of people have that opinion and they like it for a reason. Let's keep each other to ourselves as long as everything stays peaceful. Anyway, let's just jump straight into it. So Dream put this on a note. It says, just to clear up some extra confusion because a tweet I made was confusing due to the character limit. The Reddit account was being shared around was an account that was shared between an IRL friend of mine from work and me back in around 2017. He was the one who first told me about Reddit, and I believe I didn't have my own account until I wanted to do YouTube. We wanted to play in a fake football league together, and that's pretty much all I used the account for. Reading through the deleted posts to me seemed absolutely ridiculous, which is why I said I assumed that they were satire. Satire is not an appropriate word at all. They were troll comments, might be a better way to put it. Regardless, a lot of them were very extremely offensive and gross, and I wasn't trying to pass them off as jokes because they were not funny at all. Like I said in my tweet, I don't support Trump or his policies, and I don't support any of the things said in the Reddit comments, and people are saying what that people are saying are my opinions. They are not my opinions at all, and I think they're gross. I would hope that anyone that watches me can easily see that I meant that. I'm not even sure the legitimacy because the posts are deleted and I don't even know that they existed. So he didn't even know that these tweets existed that he posted. So he's even questioning the legitimacy of something that he's having to defend himself. Anyway, he goes on to say, the only comment that I've seen circulating that could have actually been me was a post regarding football players kneeling. It was not about Colin Kaepernick because it was a lot later. The comment was from over 3 years ago. And if it was me, it was just being a little privileged ass because I wanted to watch football without worrying about actual things that mattered. I don't agree with that and that stance at all. And on top of that, I don't agree with almost anything I believe back in 2018 or earlier. Like I said in my tweet, I had a lot of rubbish sheltered opinions when I was underage that very quickly went away as I actually experienced life. That's really about as much clarity as I can give on it, but I can give reassurance about me as a person below and get more personal, which I'll be doing, continued below. So Dream continues to talk even further, and as he said, these are opinions from 2018 which he no longer actually agrees with himself. He goes on to say, I've made it my goal to make as many people as I can happy, And the fact that I can do that in any capacity is what keeps me going every day. I don't care who you are, what you look like, where you're from, what your sexual orientation is, what your race is, what culture you're part of, what you believe in, what gender you are, or anything. We're all human, and that's why we're all amazing. I'm not sure if I can make it any clearer than that, but I can always try. And I want my community to be as welcoming to it as possibly can. And that responsibility is on our community as well. We don't welcome hate, we support love. And that's one of my favorite things about our community. I appreciate every one of you, and your feelings are always valid. And you should never let anyone tell you that no matter what or who they are. I know this is a kind of random, but I thought I'd take the opportunity to give you a reassurance with everything that has been going on in the Minecraft Twitter the last few days. I know people have noticed that I generally try and reply to any kind... Alexa, stop! I know that people have noticed that I generally try and reply to any kind of controversy very quickly, and my reason for that is because I know how on edge it can put people, especially people who look up to me or my friends or people that I'm involved with. I never want to be a reason for stress in your lives, and I know how upsetting it can be to think that a person you look up to may not appreciate you the way you thought they did. I've been there and I know how it feels, so I try my best to make sure people don't feel that way with me. Guys, the fact that Dream is even addressing it in this manner really does show so much about his character. He goes on to say, not specifically related to this issue, but I thought I would give insight into me as a person because I like being open with you all. When I was 15 to 18, I was not only an extremely different person that I am now in every way, but I also was an idiot kid who was strongly influenced by where I grew up and was always thinking selfishly. I never really expanded outside of my close group until YouTube. I was even homeschooled. When I started YouTube, I started meeting people from all around the world, from different cultures and backgrounds and experiences. I can honestly say that I've learned so much more about myself as a person in the last year and a half than I have my entire life. I held a lot of views in the past that I don't hold at all now, and I acted differently than I do now. I used to lash out at people that accused me of things because it would make me feel personally attacked. I used to think about my intentions and not the effect of my actions could have on others. I was a rubbish way of thinking. These are things that gradually changed, but I can proudly say that I feel much better about myself as a person now than I did those years ago. When someone feels upset but my actions or past or present, instead of anger, I feel sadness. So Dream is just addressing how he feels, and it seems like he was a completely different person with different views back then. And then he goes on to say, and then Dream kind of summarizes everything finally in a nice little sentence, which I personally love, because us of his fans, we're probably the most concerned for him as anyone could be. You know, Dream is someone who we all love very dearly, and we don't want to be in an awkward position. Anyway, Dream finished his whole statement off with this: I love you, I appreciate you, and that's really that. I've been having a lot of anxiety tonight, so I'm going to probably try and relax a little, but I might do a stream and do a Q&A or something later, not necessarily about this, just personally about me, because I like talking with you guys. If you read this, thank you, I love you. So as you can see, Dream is just saying to all of his fans, thank you so much for all the support. I know what I put you through, because everyone just loves the drama surrounding him. I think Dream is probably one of the nicest content creators that there is on YouTube. I don't care what people have to say about that, that is my opinion. You can just tell by his apologies over nothing. Most content creators who are going through even massive, crazy allegations will not come out and say things. But yet, if Dream gets accused of something that could even be fake or false, he comes out and talks about it. It says a lot about his character. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. For now, it's been Bitter. Much love and peace.